into our here and say we got this, we got activated plugins, we set up everything, and this is complete. Let's go to the next one. Before we do inputs, we need to make, well, we can do both really. So this and this is in progress. Oh, and this should go into verify, but we already verified it. Okay. Is it already being opened? No, it didn't restart, it just closed. The last thing we really want to set up is to set up source control. So this is basically our save points that we can do. Even if you don't want to sync your project with an external server, you should still sync it regularly with your drive, just locally. It really makes a world of a difference. If you screw something up, and I will screw something up tremendously more than once for sure, this is like your save points. So let's do that. Let's connect to source control. Let's use Git. I already made a tutorial on how to do that, so just follow it. Yeah, this is my Git from the Atlassian source tree. Don't forget to add Git attributes to enable LFS. This is very important. Initialize. And we have very little number of files, just 23 files. And accept settings. Okay. We now have something that, at least remotely, might function as a starting template for our tutorial project. I'm not used to using this small monitor screen, but we'll do the best of it because we can here. So let's go to our tasks and let's see what we need now. Okay, base character class, basic setup, locomotion inputs, so inputs in general, and animation master component. Let's do that. Let's create a blueprint. Let's make it pp underscore rpg underscore character template, or just fantasy character template. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. pp underscore fantasy character, and we don't need a template. It's just a fantasy character that will have child of it later on. And we have absolutely no character, right? So we do want a character, and we want the male and female mannequin to be in here. So you know what? We're going to add a feature, but if we add a feature, we're going to add inputs and other stuff as well. Yeah, we'll do it in a second. Let's just open this guy. We remember that we want to make our capsule maybe a bit bigger, like 90. Let's say 36, or more chunky. Let's move the mesh of -90 because this is the capsule height, and let's rotate it by -90. We don't have any, but don't worry about that. We're going to change that in a second. And we need an AGR. You know what? We're going to do like this is gameplay. Let's make one more, and we're going to call it base. Or we can call it core as well. Let's call it core. So inside core, we're going to do a blueprint, which is AGR Anim master component, and let's call it BP Fantasy Anim master. Okay, and we're going to add this one. So basically, it's still a C++ component from the plugin. It works exactly the same, doesn't change anything, but we can now add additional functions to it. We don't want to overwrite any for now. And we're also going to class defaults, and we can do some basic setup before we do anything else, right? So I want to say desired angle, rotation speed is 360, that's fine. 90, let's make it 3. Let's say that the default aim offset is look. Aim offset behavior is nearest. The aim clamp is 90. Are we using camera based? By default, no. We are aiming from our right hand and we are looking by our head. We're not saying first person. Trace channel is visibility, and we don't want to do debug, or do we? No, we don't need that. Okay. So we don't touch those. Those are runtimes variables. Debug variables, we're not touching them. This is the basic setup. We don't have poses for now. We don't have modification tags. Okay. So this is our component. We have it here. And we might add functions to it directly if we need so. Let's take a look at our mesh setup. And there are some things we need to do here as well. Okay. Our collision preset need to go into custom. We are not blocking camera, but we are blocking visibility. We are ignoring pounds, and we are blocking physics body. Okay, that's good. Distractables. Okay. Word static dynamic. Okay. We do cast shadow and want to cast dynamic inset shadows. We do not want to cast capsule shadows. It will break any subsurface. And we want to go into optimization. So this is fine. We can even make purple collision, but we don't want to. I want to say always tick pose and refresh bones. This is important setup, especially for dedicated servers. And I think this is everything for this guy. Let's go into movement component. Let's say that our max acceleration is 1560. Braking deceleration is 1024, so it's lower. Max walk speed, let's make it 360, and let's make crouch 180. Or I think it was 190 for cobalt animations. We're not touching the jumping for now. Can walk off ledge? Yes. Can walk off ledge when crouching? Yes. Can crouch? Yes. Can jump? Walk? Can swim? Yes. Can fly? Potentially. Can ever affect navigation? No. Okay, let's go into capsule. I think there are some settings here as well. Nav area obstacle, that's good. It's visible by hidden. Can character still? No. Collision preset pound, custom. So it doesn't block visibility, it does block camera, that's correct. And it does block everything, but yeah. This is okay for now. Like this, shouldn't block pound or vehicles. Okay, yeah, it's set up properly. And now go into the base character class and say netload on client, replicate movement, replicates auto process AI. should be placed in the world of spawned or just spawned. Yeah, I'll just do it disabled. Auto process player disabled. Yeah, use control rotation yaw disabled. 64, I would say more, but this is okay. This is for sure like 42 at least. This I would do 72. It's not as that important. Okay, I think that's everything. Jump max count 0, hold time 0, max count 1. So you can jump once, and we have an empty event graph. We can start doing some basic setup, but I would really like to see the character. So let's add a mannequin based character. So first of all, we're going into animations, and we need some basic movement, and we're going to use, I think, movement exit pro will do the trick. So just add it to this project. Okay, and we can also say non-characters and prototype characters, maybe this one. Oh, it's old. Mannequin family pack. This is up to date. Let's take a look at this one. They don't look too good. Those guys. Oh, it looks like the old mannequin. Is this using the scale to epic skeleton? Yes, yes. Rig to epic skeleton? Yes. Textures 2K. Like, I don't want this pack to bloat the size. Technical details, none. Okay, that's great. Those are bullshit reviews. Why anyone do something like that? Why you do something like that? Okay, let's maybe add those mannequin family pack. Yeah, we're going to have wooden characters for now. 143 megabytes. Could be worse. I'm not adding any more animations for now, just those two things. And I don't even have to close the project while it is being added. So what I need now is characters and animations. And what I also need is some colors. So I'm not using any very specific color system. I usually use same colors for everything in every project. But that doesn't mean that my system is like superior in any way. Gameplay core will have the same levels. Will have like white. And actually inside levels the test map should be in a separate folder, but never mind. Movement aims Pro. Okay, so there are some things we need to delete from this one and some things we need to move. And this is the same. So maps, definitely delete. Okay, this I need to say show in Explorer. And we need to delete this by hand. It's 500 megabytes of just nothing. Oh, it disappeared automatically. That's great. Blend spaces. This is useful if it works. Okay, yeah, it works. So this one is useful. This one is not. We could use a window and content browser. I'm blind. Okay, content browsers. Just pin it here. Okay. So I can go into animations and we can say blend space move. Okay. Now in place, root motion, aim offset. So I should move all those here. Okay, I shouldn't have renamed the folder before I start deleting stuff because I want to delete stuff. Let's just make sure that we fix that redirection. Yeah, everything works. So here we have in place and we have root motion. And they are exactly the same, 188, 188. Okay, that's great. Which means that we are completely deleting the in place. And just delete them. Oh, we can delete the... Oh, okay, just the idle is the one reference, right? Okay, simple. Just use root motion idle. Replace reference. Okay. Okay. And this one still works. Okay, great. Let's go back here, Movement Pro. And let's do again fix up redirection. And this should offload stuff that we are no longer using. My cat is crazy. My two cats are crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, animations, Movement Pro, and now we have only root motion. Okay, that's great. Let's make sure that we right click and say, no, we don't want to do that. We want to open in matrix. Asset actions. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we have all of them. I want to say animation, composition. Okay, root motion, enable root motion. Oh, they all have it. Okay, that's great, because they should. So if animation has root motion, but we are ignoring root motion, it will work exactly the same as in place animation. It will not make any difference on how we are utilizing this animation. So we got animation sorted. Now let's go into characters. Let's move our UE4 mannequin here. Okay, and this will probably update all animations as well. Like all those operations that take really a lot of time, but you have to do them only once, and it will make the entire setup a lot cleaner, and it's very important. Okay, just one more time, fix up redirection, and we can delete movement and image draw. It's now nothing. UE4 mannequin can stay named like this. Let's make wooden mannequins. Okay, and go here. Let's say mesh. You want to move all those three here. Okay. Now let's go here and just move materials. And here someone probably has, okay, do all of them have oh, okay, so it's like this. They have different textures. Wooden mannequins. Let's see, filter skeleton. I want skeletons. It will be animation skeleton. Oh no, they have different skeletons. But the skeletons are the same, right? Yes, okay, okay, at least that's good. So we can delete all three of those and replace them with UE4 mannequin skeleton. Replace references. Save everything. Okay. And now we can go here and we can drag this into characters directly, and we want to move it. Okay, so now mannequin has those meshes, wooden mannequins. Okay, we can name it, or we can just take those, go here, wooden mannequins, and just move all three here. My cats are crazy. They're in their playtime and they're absolutely destroying the place. I love them. Okay, I can now, like if I go here, okay, I need to do fix separate direction. Okay, this time I did have to, and now this one disappeared because it's an empty folder. Great. Materials, you could make like a new color. Let's make it like, you know what, cancel. I could just make those three character color. And I can go here and say this is also character color. Okay. And this is now the only skeleton that we have in the project, and this one is empty. Okay, so you can see if it's for sure empty. Yeah, it's empty. Okay. And now we fix up redirection. We save everything, and we want to create a commit. And I like to do it by hand. So I want to say local, add already existing one, Unreal Projects, Unreal Fantasy. Yes, this one, add it. Okay, so those are assets that are on stage because reasons. Those are root motion. Okay, those are probably LFS. So let's stage them. And we can now make this commit, and we'll call it clean only characters start project. And we want to just commit, and there's nowhere to push, but it will create a commit. And if we go now into history, we have this commit.